Hey guys, it's Gus,
I'm Carlos from Hardware Unplugged.
and today we're going to be checking out the Lethal Gaming Gear Venus mousepad. But before I get started, please make sure to hit that like button to show support, and if you want to see more content like this, don't forget to subscribe. With that being said,
Let's begin. Coming up. I laser dash. Trying to leave, huh? Active for 67. I'll have any men.
Oh, they cracked. Finish blown up.
Behind you.
The guy's bullshitting, dude.
Item for 78. 31. Behind you.
alright, so here we have the Lethal Gaming Venus pad. So we've tried other Lethal Gaming pads, but those were pre-production samples. Now, the only reason I took that video down was because the Mercury pad, I believe, was a different surface. And so I didn't want to have that misinformation out there. So I decided to take the video down because I don't want to spread that misinformation, right? Because they were pre-production samples. And
Weren't they also all of them, right? The ones we got, they were 3 millimeter thick, you see? So things change. And you know what's funny is, like, I kind of knew that was going to happen because, again, they're pre-production samples.
Yeah, they told us ahead of time. But I didn't, like, what I didn't know was that the surface on the Mercury was actually different because the Jupiter surface was final, and then the I believe the other. Do we get 3 mousepads?
No, we only got 2.
Okay.
We got
the Jupiter and the
Mercury.
Yeah, so there was supposed to be final pre-production. Well, there was supposed to be pre-production samples with the surface being final, but last minute the Mercury was different surface, so that's why I took it down, right? So, but we have we have another mousepad from
final production, the Venus pad.
Yes, the Venus pad from Lethal Gaming, right? And this mousepad was actually quite a surprise because, you know, so first let's talk about the freaking the dimensions and the specs of the mouse, right? So this mousepad comes at $29.99, right? $29.99, and the size for this one is 480 by 490 by 410. Yes, 490 by 410.
You know, I'll put the dimensions somewhere there. You get it more accurate.
Yes, so it's almost the size of the Artisan pad, except it's like a little, like, it's not as tall. It's a little short. It's like a little short.
It's basically the same as the Artisan. It's just that the Artisan is like slightly. I mean, so slightly. It is a little bit more bigger, I guess, like from the sides.
Yeah. So the stitching in the mousepad, I feel like you know, this mousepad's pretty good, but the only thing that this mousepad, like, kind of like, I guess, what do you call it, laxing, right? Would be like the stitching, right?
The stitching, yeah. As a matter of fact, look, it's even starting to fray a little bit here, and at the top here, it's already fraying. Yeah, like, if you look at it from the side angle, it actually looks pretty clean right here. It does.
It looks really clean.
Yeah, it does look really good.
I don't know. I tend to notice that mousepads that have like a fuzzy-ish looking when they stitching,
they
tend to fray more. When they're not as tight, when they're tighter, they tend to not as fray as much, right?
Yeah, when it's fuzzy looking,
So I know what you mean. Yeah, so this one's for sure like that, and I would like to see the stitching be way better.
Way better.
But other than that, the surface. So we have 3 mousepads up here. You can see we have the Ukeem pad. Let me put a little bit more over there. So we get this one over here. The Ukeem pad, and we have the Aqua Control Plus, right? So why do we have these up here? Well, because it's almost similar to that, right? Yeah. So specifically, we have it in this order because the Aqua Control Plus is the one that feels the fastest, right? Out of the 3.
Surprisingly, right? This is actually the fastest one.
Yeah, and I feel like it has to do because of the thickness. That's another thing we're gonna get to. So the thickness. So the thickness of this mouse pad, the Venus, is 4 millimeters thick. This one, the Ukeem pad,
I do believe it's 3. It's 3.
And this one's the Aqua Control Plus is 3 too. So I feel like this 4 millimeters thickness. So performance wise, we use a force gauge meter, and the mousepad feels more closer to the Aqua Control Plus, right?
It does.
But the mousepad, because it's thicker, I feel like it has more control. You can feel more of the heaviness.
Yes.
And it's almost as fast as it. It's you feel a little bit more heaviness in this.
Yeah, correct. Yeah, you could tell. You could barely tell, like the differences in them. Honestly, right? So this one being the slowest.
Yes.
And I think with the gauge, I think right.
Yes.
It goes to like 12 kilograms
13,
to 11,
12,
right?
Something like that, yeah.
This one goes to like 11. 11, like 10 sometimes. Yeah. That one goes to like literally 10, 11.
Yeah,
right.
10 kilograms.
So it's like you kind of tell, right? But this one, this one does fall a little more towards this pad.
Yes, it's more like over here.
But you can feel that slight heaviness in it, which is kind of crazy, right?
Yeah.
Because whenever I use this pad, I'll say my stream, man, this is a fast pad. Like, I was like, man, this is a fast pad. But whenever I started using, what mouse pad was it? It was the Aqua Control Plus 2. Stay tuned in for that one.
Yeah.
Oh my god, right? It was significantly faster. Then when I went back to this one, I was like,
right at home.
Yo, this is really not that fast, man. And then I tried this one too, and this one. Yeah. And I was definitely able to tell. Feeling wise though, right? If you go across them, it's like feeling wise.
Yes.
They all three of them feel the same, but it's that little difference.
There's a difference
that they all have.
Yes, exactly. Right? Yes, exactly. And that being said, that's why it's hard to recommend something like a Uking pad, because this mouse pad,
we like the mouse pad.
We like the mouse pad a lot, right?
It's not a bad
and
pad.
there is a difference in feel, right? It is slower, right? Yeah. But like when the performance are like that,
minuscule.
Exactly. That little, I feel like it's hard to recommend a mouse pad like this, and it's a good mouse pad too. Like the stitching is better. The base is, I guess. No, like the base is not better because this actually sticks on your desk, right? Mm. So like I guess the stitching is better, right? But you know what I like to see from Lethal? Exactly that, like a red pad or a coffee brown pad.
Coffee brown looks
dude, that'd
nice,
be cool.
Dude. On the Raiden, I think you had Raiden, right?
Yeah, but like if they came out with a coffee brown version of this, dude, that'd be pretty cool. I'll copy it. They could call it they came out with that, dude. Call it the Gus pad, dude. Mm-hmm. That'd be freaking cool, dude. A coffee brown,
the coffee, coffee
Venus,
brown.
Dude, that'd be pretty cool.
So basically, we're just trying to ask, just get designs.
Yeah, different colors, dude.
Designs,
yeah. This is a good pad, dude. I actually enjoy my time with it, like.
Exactly.
It's an Aqua Control Plus, dude. If anything, I feel like we recommend the Aqua Control Plus a lot, right? Because it's like right down the middle. Like right down the middle.
It's a popular pad. I think
it's a good mouse pad,
I made a video a few years back.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I did the Equate Plus, Aqua Control Plus, and Thor. And the one that I recommended a lot was the Aqua Control Plus, and it was popular. I was right on the money. Yes. And for years, how many pictures did we see about people owning an Aqua Control Plus and loving them, right? So it's not a bad pad. So when Lethal came out and made this one. And this one is a slightly, just ever so slightly, it has that control, right? A little more control. I enjoy my time with it.
Yeah.
Lethal gaming gear has surprised me. Now that's $40, right? So we have to talk about. It's 30, but with the shipping. And again, we've already made it. We talked about this or on that, right? Shipping costs. I've driven up mouse pads. Quite a lot. I would say. So this is a $40 pad. It comes out to $41. If you use our code, code plug, knocks out like $1 or $2. So $41. In your opinion, can you recommend this pad?
I can recommend the pad. Yeah, of course. Yeah.
Me too. It has a size.
Yeah.
It's durability. Oh, by the way, I don't even think I mentioned. It's very durable.
Yes.
So he had it for like I don't know how many days, like 4,
3 days.
4 days,
2-3 days. Yeah. You have
around there, and I used it literally from Monday all the way through Sunday.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
And I played the hell out of this pad, okay? Yeah. And I enjoyed my time with it, okay?
It stayed consistent.
It was very consistent. Like, I couldn't tell if I wore down the fabric. That's how durable it is.
It stayed consistent too during the temperature. Now, it hasn't been too freaking hot.
It hasn't been too hot or
it stayed fairly the same. Like I didn't notice any temperature.
Yeah, I couldn't either, honestly.
It was pretty good. Like it's a good mouse pad.
And it's thick. It's thick. I actually like that.
I like it too.
Pads.
Again, like the only thing I will personally like to see will be the better stitching and different colors. I think that'd be like the best thing from them. If they offer that, that'd be like even better. Like that's exactly why it's hard to recommend like a Uking pad because
it's a little too overpriced at that point. You know what I mean? You're getting almost similar performance, You know, if you want to go ahead and support them, by all means, right?
Yeah.
Go for it, right? Buy it. I don't think you're getting a bad pad purchasing a Uking pad.
Yeah.
But if you're somebody, you know, who wants to get a good value for the money, performance, yeah, I would recommend this one and even the regular Auto Control Plus. Honestly, it's just you know, Auto Control Plus. It's like a staple among
reasons. Like I would get this one over like the only reason I'll get the Auto Control Plus over the Venus will be for aesthetic reasons because there's a bunch of flavors of the Auto Control Plus out there, right?
I mean, you know, it is a little more speedier. It's just slight, but it's the same thing. But but it is a staple among the mousepad community. So you know, it's a good pad. But yes, I could definitely recommend this pad. Yeah. I enjoy my time with it. Lethal.
Good job.
Pretty damn good job, honestly. Yeah.
Yeah, so that's pretty much it, guys. Links to everything's down below. This is Gus.
And Carlos from Hardware Unplugged.
And we'll catch you guys in the next one.
Peace.